Good morning. Today I'm going to illustrate the power of NetSuite by creating customized income statement reporting. My name is Dee Christensen, Senior Solution Consultant specializing in food and beverage implementations. In the next few minutes, we will discuss the power and flexibility of the NetSuite platform, demonstrate how to configure and customize financial reports in NetSuite, and understand how to quickly manipulate customized information using saved searches. From there, we'll discuss the value of these applications can create for your business. All ERP systems can capture loads of data. However, few ERP systems allow for the creation of dynamic and customized information that is then delivered to businesses using simple and flexible tools that are easily understood by common users. Several challenges face businesses using suboptimal ERP systems. For example, data engines are not flexible and require rework as business changes. Managing information requires specialized training and tools, and capturing custom data may simply not be possible. NetSuite provides solutions that make it easy for your system to keep up with your changing business. Data tools are configured in the system with user-friendly interfaces that put actionable answers at your fingertips. Additionally, custom data is easy to integrate and available for immediate analysis. Let's get into the system and get a feel for how NetSuite can make business life a little less stressful. For the next few minutes, I'm going to assume the role of CFO of a growing business. As CFO, I'm responsible for financial performance, but also for providing information and insights that drive decisions. It's critical to me that the ERP system be flexible enough to report against both ordinary and custom data. With other systems, I've had to employ data mining experts just to get information from the system, let alone configure the system to report the things that are important to me. One of the ways I add value to the company is by identifying income disruptions before they become severe. Right on my dashboard, I can see information. The first thing I'll take a look at is my reminders window. A quick look allows me to see that I have items to order, orders that are pending fulfillment, bills to pay, and even have a vendor approval that is expiring. This graph allows me to see my income trend by accounting period. I can see that it's headed in the right direction, but I'm interested in the components. I have configured my key performance indicators to show me the components of my income. First, I'll take a look at revenue. And as you can see, revenue is trending up by 8.5%. Next, I'll take a look at my expenses. Looks like we've got a problem here. Up almost 27%, which is really holding back my income growth. So again, right away, I can see that there's a problem with my expenses. So what I'll do is go ahead and drill into this information. Everything that you see here on the screen is live and links to real data. So let's take a look at expenses for this period. So I have here an income statement, what you would probably expect. I have revenue, I have my cost of sales, and I have my expenses. Now what I'd like to do before I go anywhere else is customize this report to show accounting periods. So I'm simply going to add accounting period, change my date to reflect last month and this month, and refresh the report. Right away now I can compare this month to last month. And as predicted, one of the biggest differences is here in my advertising expense, just $4,000 last month and $144,000 this month. I want to take a time out here for 1 second. I want to point out the power of the system. In just a few seconds, I checked my period over period income levels using a graph. I produced an up-to-the-minute income statement and customize it to represent just the periods that I'm interested in, and I was able to isolate a major area of concern in advertising in just a few seconds. That sequence of activities in that amount of time is hard to replicate in other systems. So let's see what the source is here. What source transaction is driving the difference? Right? So again, all drillable. I've opened my expenses, and I can see here that I've got a couple of journal entries and a bill for Nelson Holdings for $144,000 that's hitting that advertising account. Now, again, I've worked with other systems in the past, and it's a little bit hard to get to source transactions. In NetSuite, everything's connected, so I'm going to simply click into this bill to try and figure out what it's for and what's happening. Ah, yes, we have started an ad campaign with the NBA, and that's what Nelson helped us with on this particular bill. So speaking of ad campaigns, I'm wondering now if this is actually working. So we've spent this money now on an ad, and I want to use the system to help me understand whether or not this particular campaign has been helpful. So we like to have a bit of fun with our customers, and we have many unique data elements that we track. This promotion with the NBA started as a competitive wager. We added a custom field to the customer record and started tracking favorite NBA team of each of our customers. We've used this information in a few different ways, but most recently we decided to see if we could increase the spend in a subset of our customers whose favorite team is the Golden State Warriors. Now, one indication of success would be increased revenue for those customers. I'm going to quickly add favorite team as a custom element here to my report. So back to my income statement, and as you can see, I can slice this income statement as what we did before by accounting period, subsidiary, department, item class, and other things. If that's not enough, I can also add any subset of that information: class, customer, department, and item. But what I'd like to do is add that custom data element, favorite team, into my report and show what that looks like. So I'll open up the customized screen, select filters, find that particular field, and add it to my report. Once I've added it, make it available as a filter and have a look. So the question here is, what does revenue look like for my customers whose selected team is the Golden State Warriors? Again, this favorite team data is completely unique to my data set and was added in just a few minutes. And I can see here that revenue for customers who prefer the Golden State Warriors is up month over month. So it appears at first glance that my advertising campaign may be working. Back on my dashboard, I have added another element here, a custom search that I've added as a portlet on my dashboard that lists favorite team. Managing this custom data is easy. In this example, I've selected, let's say I'm Bert Brokus, and I want to see all of my customers, which are here on the screen. And instead of having to open each record individually, I want to update favorite team. Let's say I'm going to change Camibio Limited from the Utah Jazz. Let's just go with Golden State Warriors. And I was on the phone with Dabvine and figured out that they're partial to the Los Angeles Lakers. So I've added those data elements, changed them in real time, and I didn't even have to open the underlying record to make it happen. So I hope that you've been able to see how to add a custom record, manage the information that's in that custom record, and pull it through into the reporting to answer business relevant questions. The flexible platform will definitely drive a higher return on your investment in the new system. Your users will be able to use the information that's in the system to make appropriate business decisions in real time. The dynamic reporting engine will allow you to have greater visibility into the decision-making data. And again, put that information in front of the right users at the right time to make great business decisions. And finally, I've shown how to add custom information, manage that information, and pull it through into reporting and dashboard analytics. Overall, it'll cost you less time to create and manage that information in NetSuite.